Hi everyone, how's everyone doing? So I've been watching the Real Housewives franchises for many years. I started watching the very first one, the Real Housewives of Orange County. I've watched Salt Lake City, Atlanta, Potomac, New Jersey, New York. I've even tuned in because it's not on UK TV, online, and watched a bit of the Housewives of Dubai. What else? Lagos. So what I want to talk about really briefly, and it's just for a bit of fun really, is what makes a good Housewives franchise, because I think that some of the franchises like Beverly Hills and also Salt Lake City and a few of the others are getting kind of stale, or I don't watch any of them anymore. I've got to the point where I'll probably watch the clips and that's it. And I think it's because sometimes people, Bravo, obviously think that people just want to see drama. Bravo think everyone wants to see grown women just fighting with each other, and if there's no arguments or drama, then that's boring. That's really not what people want to see, because the themes that are in these housewife shows is about the glamour. So seeing like a life that people are living that you don't live yourself. When I see the beautiful houses in the OC and Atlanta, how they dress and how they can afford lots of things. We don't know the real story because they're obviously on a reality TV show. There's lots going on, but it just is escapism. So there's that. There's also the friendships, there's the way that women come together. There's the crises that they go through that are relatable. And I just think some of that gets lost. That's what stopped me watching it, because I feel like specifically like the Real Housewives of Miami, I put that on the other day, and all you had is lots of people talking over each other, screaming at each other. No one was listening, and it was just like it was scripted. It felt like Bravo said, if you want to stay in this franchise, you need to argue with each other. You need to do the most. And it just is not, it's not interesting to watch. It's not even about entertaining. It is quite boring to just see lots of women screaming at each other for no reason, and just talking all over each other and just not making up reasons to argue. So for me, what makes a good Housewives franchise is the friendships, seeing how people come together, the stories, of how they live their life, the beauty of the things that most of us can't do, the shopping trips, the extravagant lifestyle, a little bit of drama, but where it's real. So, if someone's falling out with each other, the reality is, having an argument, people not speaking to each other, but done in a natural way, rather than you feel like someone has come in and said, you two need to fight. And then you have these scripts, you have these settings where out of nowhere two people are arguing about nothing, and you think, where has this come from? There's a few franchises where it was just clearly obvious that people had said, the producers had said, I'm going to count down, and then I want you two to start arguing about something from 3 years ago, and you're like, what's going on here? I don't even get what the argument's about. So then you just switch off. And the most boring franchises, I think, definitely the Real Housewives of Cheshire is just boring. There's no character. Yeah, that's another thing that's important, is the characters. If you don't invest in the characters because they're all boring, they just don't have anything about them as people, then that's it. There's nothing they can do. The minute Dawn left the show, and then Tanya's come back now, but she was, who else was on there? There was quite a few people that were on the Cheshire Housewives. It was still boring anyway, but the minute they took the really interesting people off, it's completely unwatchable now. The people are so boring on there. And then you've also got, Salt Lake City. I love that one. What else? Yeah, I think, you guys tell me what you think. What do you think about the Housewives? Do you watch them? Do you think it's boring? Do you think it's interesting? I'd love to hear your thoughts on it.